it's your girl Glitz. Thanks for tuning in back to my channel. We on video number 2 in a row. What? This video was filmed on the same day I did the St. Patrick's Day look, so if you haven't watched it, pause this video real quick and go watch that video. Yeah, got show love to all the videos. Can't leave no video behind. Yeah, so today I want to talk about my experience of working at the edge counter at Dillard. I kind of touched on that in the last video, so if you haven't watched it, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. So go watch that one first, then come back to this one. Yeah, so I started working at Dillard's in June of last year. Looking for a summer job. I wanted something full time. Y'all, I was applying to so many places. Like, I ended me and my friend Raven, her name is Raven Simone on YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe to her and watch her videos. But me and her, we were out looking for jobs. Man, we were getting desperate. And y'all know, like, that knife company, I don't know the exact name of it, but you know how they get high schoolers and all that stuff. I think middle schoolers too. They be recruiting young people, preying on them, y'all, and getting them to, like, go door by door and sell knives and stuff. So the ad, I know I'm getting off subject, but let me just tell this little story real quick. So the ads, they were around the city, you know, they was just like on different corners saying $17 an hour, apply now, hiring, blah blah blah. You see that, you gonna want to see what's popping. So they had a number on there. I called it, I filled out the application, boom, we both did it. I told her about it, so we went to go to the interview. Y'all, it was so creepy. Like, I didn't even want to walk through the door. That's how creepy the place was. And so I was like, man, since she was with me, I was like, we can go, you know, just go together, whatever. So it was like in a 2-story building. Like, when you walk in, it's like straight steps, and the steps were like super old and creaky. Like the building, like, it's been there since 1900s, like 1910. And yeah, it needs to be tore down. So anyway, so we went in there. I had no idea. Like, I looked up the company, but the name was different from what the name I'm used to. Like, back in Memphis, it was the same company. I can't remember. Yeah, if I find out the name of the company, I'll probably put it in this video, even though I probably shouldn't talk about them because they, you know, about their business. But I'm going to insert the name of it if I figure out. It's Vector. Yes. The name of it is called Vector in Memphis, but it was called something else here. Like, that's what the sign said, so I didn't recognize what they were talking about. So I Googled what the title of it that was on the sign, the advertisement that said it was $17 an hour, and it just said, like, marketing, online marketing group, whatever. You know, I can do that if it's like a call center. That's what I thought it was. So me and Raven, we get in there. He like gave us a like a short preview of what the company is about. Like, showed us videos of the knives and how to sell them and all this other stuff. So me and Raven, you out here and I had like, nah, we ain't doing this. Ooh, sorry y'all for cursing. We like, nah, we ain't doing this. So at the end, he was calling everybody back for an interview. It was me called Raven first. Yeah, he called Raven first, and then when she came out, I said, "What he asked you?" And I said, "What you say?" She said, "I thought this was a call center," and he was like, no." And so she was like, "Yeah, I'm not interested." And then he was like, "Well, we have a receptionist position available," and I forgot what she told him. I don't want to, you know, say the wrong thing. Raven, you watching? Comment down below exactly what you said, because this was like a year ago, so I barely remember. But yeah, so after that happened, it was my turn, and I basically told him I wasn't interested, you know. Yeah, I couldn't get down with it, y'all. I'm not about to sell no knives. I barely like selling clothes, so I wasn't getting jiggy with that joint. It was just a little funny little story that happened with us. And yeah, I was applying to like title loan places. Yeah, I was just applying places just so I can get a full-time job for the summertime. Because, you know, you want to rack your money up for school start again. Being in college and not having like a stable amount of income coming in every week, it's frustrating. Like, you know, we were doing that to, you know, be prepared for the semester. Well, that's what I was doing for. I'm not sure what her reasons for. We were trying to get a job early on, June, May, you know, and have it for the summertime. Maybe like August of 2016, I applied to Dillard's because I wanted to work in the makeup department, and on the application application is different now, but back then I applied for just cosmetics or whatever, and I got a call back maybe in January, and they were like, hey, we have a position open for Lancome. It's for full time. Okay, wait a minute. When I put my application in, I put part time. I didn't put full time. So I don't know where she got that from. And she was like, yeah, we have a position open for Lancome, a full time position. I was like, oh, you know, I'm in school, so I can do part time though, you know, after I get out of class. And she was like, no, it's full time. I was like, okay, well, you know, you can give another person a shot that has availability, because I didn't have it. And so I was like, I'm just gonna try that again. After we left the knife place with us, I'm just gonna try that again. And you know, cause I'm not into knife, I'm not into Tylenol, I'm not into none of that. I'm just trying to get some fast money, and I didn't want to work in a warehouse like that. Working, yeah, no. Anyway, so I wanted to try Dillard's again to see if they may have another opening for something else. So I went online to see if my application was still there, and it was, and I just updated it to the present 2017 year. So I got all dolled up and got my makeup and all this stuff, you know. I can't remember the exact look I did for that day, but I remember the look I did for the interview. So I'll get to that. But I was beat. If y'all want to, you know, video on like looks for makeup interviews versus business interviews, let me know. But yes, I went in, face beat, all black, had my resume, portfolio, all the good stuff, whatever. And I was like, hey, my name is Tracy. I applied. No, I think I asked for the manager, and I said all that stuff. I applied for the cosmetics position. I was wondering if y'all had anything available, because you know they have tons of counters in there. They have MAC, Lancome, Estee Lauder, Dior, Clarins, Shiseido, everything. So it's plenty of job opportunities. If you're looking for a makeup gig, apply to Dillard's or Macy's or Nordstrom, any department store that has a lot of counters, because you have a higher chance of getting, you know, you get a higher chance of getting hired versus like MAC or some shit. Sorry, y'all. Today didn't have anything at the moment for full time, because that's what I wanted, but I could be placed in perfume. If y'all want to hear my Victoria's Secret experience, let me know. Comment down below if you want to hear their experience, because I can't do perfumes. Yeah, I love perfumes. Like you see back here, I got a collection. I think I'm going to do a perfume collection video, but selling perfumes, like, it's hard. Like, I can sell makeup because it's natural. Like, I know it like the back of my hand. Like, just put me over there. So I was like, I really need a job, but I don't want to do perfume. And she was, yeah, so she was like, she had something full-time in perfume and part-time at the edge counter. I never knew what the edge counter was or whatever. Like, I mean, you know, whatever you have available, I'll do it. But I prefer to be in makeup. She was like, well, if you get put over in perfume, you can bounce around to the other counters when there's like somebody not there or somebody on break, you know, just cover their area or whatever. And that's like, that's once every blue moon there's somebody that's not gonna show up, or some, you know people gonna be on break, but it's usually somebody's already there to cover their break or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'd rather be over in the makeup. So she said, she asked me, you know, a few questions like where I'm from, how long I've been doing makeup, what brings me down to Murfreesboro, blah blah blah. And she was like, okay, well, we can set up a formal interview tomorrow. And I was like, I'm here, I ain't got nothing else to do. So it was summertime, I'm trying to find me a job quick. So came back the next day. Okay, wait a minute, I think I messed up. This was in May when this happened. Like, beginning of May, cause I was trying to get a job quick. Next day came. It really wasn't even an interview. Like, she wasn't even asking me the questions. Like, I basically had the job. Like, y'all know how them interviews are when you and the manager, it's just, y'all got a connection. Y'all just, you having a conversation. It's not really an interview. Yeah, so I basically had it. And she was like, hey, well, next all you got to do is talk to the assistant manager of the store. And she just wanted to see, who I am, blah, blah, blah. Why I want to be over in makeup. Why I want to work for Dillard. Y'all know the general questions. And that interview was the next day. So I came back with another makeup look. This is the third makeup look I done did back to back. And I mean, that's fine, you know. I don't mind putting a full face makeup on every day. Lady, she was like a taller black lady. I'm not gonna say the people name. She was a taller black lady. I'm gonna call her Betty. Anyway, so Betty interviewed me, and she really looked like y'all know, if y'all watch Sister the mama, she looked just like her, but just like a slimmer, more mature, taller lady, whatever. But she was really cool at the interview. Well, she was kind of stern. I mean, she a manager, so she gonna need to be stern. But yeah, so she was asking me makeup questions back. And she said, so why do you use this? And you use this for this? And how, if somebody would come up, what would you do for I was like, slow it roll. If y'all want to know, like, if y'all want to see another video, like, tips on getting a job in the makeup business, you know, let me know. I'll do it for you. But so I'm not going to go into depth about this. I'm telling y'all why I'm leaving. I'm just giving y'all a little brief description of how I got in there. So, we in there. Yeah. So, she was basically kind of like letting me know that I already had the job, same thing, whatever. So, at this point, I'm like, how much I'm getting paid? When my first day? And she told me how much I'm getting paid. I'm not going to tell you how much, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice for, you know, a college job. A lot of the workers they work at Dillard's are full-time, you know, making more than what I got. And if I was full-time making what I got, I would still be straight, honestly. But yeah, so it's just, you know, got a good little chunk of change. She said that the secretary, she would call me once my background check went through, and we'll set up the training and orientation and stuff like that. So maybe a couple days went by, and I was like, dang, they still ain't called me. What's going on? And so I called. You know, usually give a job like a week. I give a job a week to, you know, ponder on if they didn't want to hire me, but they already told me that I was hired. So a week went by, and I called, and they were interviewing other people get hired on. So they wanted to do like a group orientation, which makes sense, you know, instead of like doing each person orientation. And it was summertime, so they're trying to get all their summer employees in. It's not a temporary thing, but usually retail stores are busier during the summertime, so they need more employees. And yeah, so that's what they were doing. And it was like a month later. That's why I said June. It was a month later till I finally got my first day in the day. Orientation, I ain't gonna go into too much depth about that or whatever. So my manager, she was in the military, and she was on military leave for like my first 2 weeks, and I was just kind of thrown up there with the wolves. But I knew makeup, like all the makeup artists that were in there, like they love my makeup. Like I was coming in there straight cut, like beat, you know, all the makeup terms, whatever you want to call it. I was in that joint fire, and I was dressed up every day. Y'all know when you get a job, you want to be fresh, you know, trying to impress everybody, showing what you working with. That's what I was doing every day. Yes, I would get a lot of compliments from the managers and stuff like, oh, you know, you're so nice, and you communicate well with the employees and the customers. And they were like, man, your selling skills are, you know, top notch. Like, I was selling a lot. Like, that first month, I was, you know, on it. And mind you, they didn't tell me, okay, I was getting commission too. So I was getting paid per hour plus commission. And my first month, the commission wasn't going to me because it's like a trial month. And I was like, it is, you get reviews every 3 months. And the first 3 months is like the trial run to make sure, you know, this is what you want to do. We may need to put you in another area if you don't do too well in this area, kind of thing, which is good. But shoot, I'm doing good. I need to get this money. So I was like, all right, whatever, you know, it's cool. So the first month didn't count, but I set the bar high. So the next month, my manager finally came. Like, it's a lot of managers there. The one that was gone, it was my counter manager. So she came. She's like a shorter white lady, whatever. She wasn't like me. Like, she wasn't dressed and, you know, fly, you know, like me or whatever. And I don't know, like, we went eye to eye. We were Virgos, but we went eye to eye. And like, she'll come in, like, the dress code was all black with a pop color. And okay, well, what we sold was like, I told y'all in all my videos, we sold Anastasia, Smashbox, NYX, Glam Glow, Strivectin, just to name a couple brands off the top of my head. But yeah, it's all black with a pop color. You can do your makeup how you want. It's called the edge counter. So you like the trendier counter in the store, because the other counters is usually like older women that go over there, and the younger women that come over to our counter because they want to get the Smashbox, Anastasia type of brands. So, which was cool. You know, I'm younger. I'm up on the trends and all that stuff. So, yeah, my manager, she wanted, it's like, she could do makeup, but, so kind of find out she, worked in juniors, I think, or in women's, and they just kind of moved her to the counter because they needed a manager down there, and she got a pay raise. So, I mean, which is good. She one of them people that's like, she get in where she fit in, and she money hungry. She real money hungry, y'all. So, I'm gonna tell y'all a strike that happened with me and her. Yeah, so the makeovers are complimentary when you spend at least $50. When you spend at least $50 on at least 2 items. So, this young lady came up to the Lancome counter and she wanted her makeup done right. Apparently, they didn't want to do her makeup, so they sent her our way. So, my manager, she was talking to the girl. She said she wanted her makeup done. She just wanted to feel cute. So, she came over to Dillard and wanted her makeup done. And, she was like, Tracy, do you want to do it? And I was like, sure. After that, okay. So, I messed up. One of the girls from Lancome came over because she was friends with my manager. She was like, hey, this girl want to get her makeup done. Y'all want to do it? She was younger. So, I think that was another reason why they wanted to pass her on to us. But you don't just pass up no money. So, in the back of my head, I'm like, she must ain't got no money. My manager, she was like, yeah, just bring over, whatever. So, she comes over, and she was like, Tracy, do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. She's like, okay, great. And so, the girl, she comes around the corner. She said, oh, she's black. Perfect. You can do her face. And I was like, did you really just say that? I was like, did she, like in the back of my head, I was like, did she really just say that to me? And I'm trying to, keep calm because I'm new. I don't want to just come off in the wrong way. But she just came off in the wrong way. So I was like, it's cool. I'm going to, wipe it off. So I did the girl makeup, whatever. So those strike one with my manager. Strike two. One day, okay, so every night we have 2 trash cans. It's like little itty bitty. My trash can all the way, but I don't feel like I want to get it. It's like itty bitty trash cans that you put your little makeup wipe in. You put your little mascara one in once you're done testing it or whatever. And you take it and you put it on the side of the counter so that the maintenance people can come pick it up and take the trash out. You're not going outside for the trash to take the trash out. All you're doing is sit it on the side of the counter so they can come pick it up. Simple. And the person who closed is supposed to put it out there. So one night, I was closing and I forgot to put the trash cans out. That day, she had told me, she was like, well, she asked me. She was like, hey, I had to unbox a lot of stuff today. Can you make sure you take the trash out tonight? I was like, sure. But in the back of my head, like, okay, if you have boxes, you're supposed to go in the back where the dock is and put the boxes in like this big old trash thing, which is only a couple steps away from my counter, so it takes nothing to take it over there. She was just being lazy and wanted to stuff them big old boxes in them little trash cans. So I was like, sure, whatever, I'll do it. The end of the night came, I just forgot. Like, I forgot to take the trash out. I wake up with this message saying, please make sure, no, she didn't say please. She was like, make sure you take out the trash can every night because you forgot today. I don't want to have to remind you again. It was something else nasty in that message. I was like, excuse me, bitch? How many times you done forgot to take out the trash and I never send you no little message because she's my manager? And this was maybe like a couple weeks after she said that little racist little remark. But I was like, what? And so I'm, typing up the message I want to say because I done got comfortable now because it's been a couple months since I started working there. So before I sent the message, I screenshotted it and sent it to my friends. I was like, y'all, am I in the wrong for going off on this girl for sending me this little nasty message? They was like, well, she is your manager, and I mean, you did forget. It's not like I was in the right, because I was in the wrong. And she is my manager. She's just trying to, make sure you don't do it again. Just like you let's say you with your mama or something and you eat a piece of candy and your mama tell you not to eat that kind of candy, but the next day you do it again, and then this time she get an attitude with you because she shouldn't have did it. So it's kind of like a reinforcer, negative reinforcement. I learned it from psychology. She was, being, I don't know, had a little attitude or whatever with me because I forgot to do it. I mean, I said, okay, I threw my hands up. I was like, I don't know if I responded or not. I think I just said, okay. I said, okay. Yeah, left it at that because I didn't want to start nothing. So, that was strike two. There wasn't strike two. Okay, there was a strike against her, but it was also a strike against the store. So later, I could kind of hear her. Like, she was like maybe 23, 24 maybe. Just graduated not too long ago from my school. And, started working at Dillard's and got a full-time job. So, she isn't really just stable. And I don't think she had a boyfriend or nothing. But she was in the military. That's all I really pretty much knew about her, whatever. And she real messy. Like, she used to talk about the other workers and they were her friends or whatever to me. And I'm pretty sure she talked about me to them because I used to hear her like talk to them like, oh, she did all this, making me look, well, it made her look good, but sometimes it made her look bad, like she ain't doing shit because she wasn't. So, yeah. So she was real messy. So I could kind of overhear her every now and then. She'll say, like she's want to find a job, but I never heard her say like she's found another job. So one day, October, I believe, I think she came up to me and she was like, it was her last day. And I was like, oh, okay, where you going? And blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, congratulations. She was going to Afghanistan. She got a job with the military or whatever. So she was going there. And the next day we worked together too. And she was going around telling everybody bye and all that stuff. They say shit to me. I said, okay. And that weekend, she wanted to have a little going away party. Okay, I feel like that's kind of tacky, honestly. Like, this supposed to be thrown for you. Usually, you don't just throw your own going away party. You just like buy like, I don't know, like this one girl, her friend that used to work at Lancome, the counters, we threw her a party because she was fun. She liked a lot of people. Well, a lot of people liked her, whatever. And they threw her a party and made her a little basket. It was real nice, y'all. Like Chanel, Gucci, all this nice stuff in that basket. And we brought stuff like food, like a potluck or whatever. And we threw that for her. She didn't throw that for herself. So she wanted us to meet her, my counter manager. She wanted us to meet her at, like, do a going away celebration, whatever. And she texted everybody who she wanted to be there. And one of my closer coworkers, she was like, hey, are you going to, I'm going to call her Sam. She was like, hey, are you going to Sam's, Sam's, going away party? I said, what going away party? Yeah, she invited all of us to go, the whole makeup counter. Okay, we real close to makeup family, even though they were talking about each other. Like when it's somebody going away, somebody like had a death in the family, we always come together, put our money together, we come together, celebrate, all this other stuff. Yeah, but the other departments, they weren't really like that. That's why I liked about Dillard's. Like, we were kind of, a family in a sense, the makeup and fragrance area. Anyway, that's another story to tell. So, I was like, I didn't get no message. She has my number. She uses when she want to use it. And, I said, I didn't get no invite for it, whatever, so I'm not coming. And she was like, oh no, she didn't text everybody. She texted the one she wanted to be there. She didn't text me, so I wasn't going. I think I worked the night that she wanted to have it. Like, it was on a Sunday. The mall closed at 6, and she wanted her stuff at 7. And I wasn't going. Sure wasn't. So I won't say that's a strike, but I'm upset because she didn't let me the day. Like, she told me she was leaving, but she said it last minute as well, and she didn't say bye. And then when she was leaving, she left me with all this crap. Like, the counter was so disgusting and messy, and all these papers and stuff. Like, now it's my responsibility, and I'm going on. So it's kind of discouraging. Like, I don't want to be, with all this stuff. And yeah, that's a manager's position. Don't try to make my part-time position a full-time manager position. And that's what the department manager over all the county, that's what she was trying to make me do. So I was like, y'all need a manager over here quick, because I'm not doing it. I'm in school. No, when I want to do something, I make it known that I don't want to do it. So during that, it was maybe like 2 weeks until we got another manager. So one of my closer co-workers, Kendall, I'm going to say her name. Her name is Kendall. And she used to work at Dillard, and she moved over to my county, became the county manager. And I love her so much. Thank you for coming, girl, over. And she was really sweet, y'all. She really sweet. Make sure I go see her. And it was 2 other workers, all really close or whatever. And yeah, I mess with them. Like I went over there like maybe a couple months ago to visit them. And yeah, so Kendall came over. She was now my new manager, and this was in November. Yep, this was in November. So once she became my manager, I was like, oh, I'm planning on quitting. And she was like, no. So she about to be by herself. Now the reason why I said I was planning on quitting, I know y'all waited all this time to see why I'm quitting, but I had to tell y'all the gist of the beginning to get to this point. The reason why I wanted to leave is because next semester, the following semester, the semester now, I was going to be doing my internship, which was going to be 40 hours a week, and I wanted to do my makeup business / YouTube on the weekends. So, because Dillard's was like, I was working there almost every weekend, and my clients, like, I wasn't going to be able to do my clients. Like, I would get appointments and stuff where people like called me asking can I do their makeup, and I had to work. So yeah, it was time for me to dip. And it was just gonna be too much. It was gonna be too much of me going to my internship 8 hours a day, then going to Dillard's for like 4 hours, and it's gonna be kind of not worth it, like going there for just 4 hours, you know. And I already hated like the 3-hour days I would have to work during the semester because I had class. But I mean, it was only like a day out of the week or something like that. But yeah, that was the reason why I wanted to quit. And I'm about to get to how I kind of got fired. So yes, I wanted to leave in November because December I was going to take off literally every weekend. And so my roommate, she was having a birthday trip like the first weekend of December, so I was going to take off for that. And I forget what else I had to take off for, but I was going to take off like every weekend of December. And of course I was going home for Christmas, and the weekend after Christmas is New Year's, so I want to be home for that. So there's 3 weekends already gone right there. And so I put in my request, and the head assistant manager, Betty, that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, she stopped me one day. She doesn't really just talk to workers like that unless it's like you in trouble. So she stopped me one day and she was like, hey, I need to talk to you, whatever, you know. I was like, okay, cool. And she was like, I'm gonna call you up to my office, you know, later, you know, what time you get off. And I was like, 4. So I said, she said, okay, cool. So it wasn't like an attitude or nothing, you know. She can get nasty now. She can get nasty with you. Yeah. And so, what happened next? Yes, I went down, and I was kind of nervous because I was like, bro, what I do? What you want to talk to me for? And so I was talking to the other workers, Jen, and I was telling them, like, Betty, she want to talk to me, whatever. And so they was like, oh, it may not be nothing or whatever, because she would have told you right then. Like, if it was something important, she would have told me right then to come to her office. So since it's not a big deal, she didn't call me. So she didn't call me that day. She didn't call me that week, and I just kind of forgot about it. And so like that following week, she stopped me one day while I was at the counter with Kendall, and then the head manager, I'm gonna call him Gary. So Betty and Gary, they were at the counter with me and Kendall, and Betty, she was like, hey, I forgot to, talk to you last week. And I was like, yeah, what's up? She was like, your schedule. And I said, what about it? She was like, you're off a lot of, well, you requested off a lot of weekends of December. And I was like, yeah, this was like November. Okay, so the reason why I was taking off for December is because I told my department manager my situation. I said, I won't be here for next semester. So in December, I had to take off a lot. She was like, okay, well, the days I didn't need, the days that I asked off, there wasn't going to be a conflict or anything. So she was like, it's cool. You know, you can stay for December, just work throughout the weeks. And I was going to be able to work full-time hours because school was going to be out at the beginning of December. So I said, cool, I'll stay. And I was just going to leave the end of the beginning of January before school started back. So it's going to give me like a month and a half until I had to start my internship back up. So, yeah, she was like, yeah, you're taking off a lot for December. What's up? And I was like, well, I got to do X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, you are aware that it's the holiday season, right? I said, yeah. She was like, well, weren't you informed in your interview that you can't request off, or like it's required for you to be here? And I said, no. I got hired in June. Who talks about holiday during June, you know? And I told her, I said, well, I was supposed to be gone, basically. That's kind of how I threw it too. I was like, I was supposed to be gone in November, but the department manager told me to stay. And she said the days that I needed off weren't going to be a conflict because she really the one that controls the schedules, and Betty, she kind of approves of it, so that's why she saw me taking off so much. And like the days are going to be covered. My manager, Kendall, she was going to be able to be there to cover those days, so it wasn't going to be a problem. Like, why you got a problem with me taking off? I'm going to be here the other days. Like, it's not a big deal. If you sticking your money, if somebody going to be here, shut it down. And so, what happened? And so she just kind of looked at me like, is she really talking back to me? Because everybody in there bows down to that lady. I'm not bowing down to anybody, I ain't kissing nobody, but no. So she was like, well, we'll revisit this conversation another day. The conversation was never revisited. A couple weeks later, my department manager came up to me. She was like, I talked to Gary, the head manager, and he told me that you're not able to take off for all of the, well, it was the weekend before Christmas. No. You have there are blackout days that you can't take off of. That's why I wanted to leave too, because it was blackout days I needed to take off for, which is the weekend before Christmas, the day after Christmas, and New Year's Day. I said I could be there New Year's Day, and I said I could be there the weekend before Christmas. I just needed that 1 week of off that I needed to be off. That 1 week, it was gonna be Christmas up until New Year's Eve. Y'all can have the rest of the days. I just need that 1 week off. And so she was like, yeah, Gary said that you can't take off because everybody else can't take off. You know, mind you, I'm not from here. This is just a college town that I'm, here for. I want to go home and be with my folks. So I was like, so you tell me that I can't go home and see my family? And she was like, well, a lot of people can't. Y'all from here. After you clock out, you can go home to see your babies and all your grannies and all that stuff. I gotta go down to Memphis. So I was like, well, do you want me to talk to him? Because I feel like she kind of just like submitted to him, like, oh yes, I'll tell her that she can't take off and blah blah blah. I said, so do you want me to go talk to him? Because I will. Because I took off a good amount in advance, and she was like, well, I don't think it's going to change anything. And at that point, I just kind of like, fuck this shit. I was like, forget this. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And like going through that phase, like it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of other stuff that I'm leaving out, but it was just too much. I said, I can't do this. I can't. And so I was like, well, I guess my last day was the weekend before Christmas, and so they left me with a whole month, because like I think it was like a week. No, it was like 3 weeks until school started back up. So there was like 3 weeks of me not getting paid, and yeah, basically hustling. And back in my head, I had to, you know how you make your budget out and how your money gonna come, blah blah blah. I had all this lined up of how I'm about to get paid, and so she kind of cut me short. And so I was like, well, guess I'll, try to promote my makeup business more and all this stuff. So I was like, I'm just gonna go hard in the paint with that, and we'll go from there. And so that is why I quit Dillard's. Mind you, Dillard's is a wonderful company. They care a lot about their employees. The management, not so much. Dillard's is still like what they go off of. Like, if you ever work for Dillard's or work at Dillard's or want to work at Dillard's, you'll see how much they pride themselves off of their employees and making sure they're good. My videos will probably be on what to wear to makeup interview, makeup counter, because A lot of people would, they want to know the kind of things, tips on, getting a job there, interview questions, whatever. But if y'all enjoyed this video, not a wonderful story, but I know a lot of people that want to know, because when I left there, folks was like, what? You quit? Like, well, why'd you quit? Because they know I love makeup. They knew I loved, buying all that makeup and stuff. Would I go back? Yeah, but not the location. And if I go back, I have to be back at the counter, at the edge counter again. Like, if it was like another location, like in Memphis or something, yeah, I would do that. But that location, nah, it's a wrap. But I do text my manager every now, well, Kendall, my old manager, every now and then. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope I didn't get you down at the end, because it was kind of sad that I couldn't work for those 3 weeks. But I made it all work out. Jesus, he held it down with me. So, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and comment and be ready for the next videos. See y'all later.